Good evening, my friend, and welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, where the San Jose Flight travel to take on the Lincoln Rattlesnakes. My name is PDJ Zeller, and alongside me tonight is Alden Bleeker, and we have a great game here between 3-2 teams coming off of wins last week. And Alden, as the playoff race heats up here in the SFL minor leagues, this is a game that can have huge implications down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. As you say, both of these teams 3-2, both of them coming off a win. And, after tonight, only 2 weeks remaining in the SFL regular season. So both these teams looking for some momentum they can ride towards the finish line here tonight.
Certainly, every single team in the minor league still alive in the playoff race here starting week number 6. So it's certainly just free game out there. Both these teams, though, have very good offenses, and both teams' defensive units kind of been struggling as of late, especially San Jose. This kind of could be a game that we could see a lot of points scored, Alden.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially San Jose Flight quarterback Austin Blanco leading the league in total passing yards per game, quarterback rating, and tied for first touchdown passes. So he can light up the scoreboard very quickly in this game.
Certainly, one player I'm watching is their star receiver, Ryan Arlovsky. He's a player that has had just an insane season down here in the minor leagues, and he has to quickly be rising up the draft boards after the season he has. Here we go. Kickoff is up, and it's away, and this game is underway. It'll be San Jose starting with the ball here. San Jose takes it up to the 20, and a little spin move that he probably would have been better off not doing, and San Jose will start with the ball around the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and we talked about in the introduction, we talked about talked about Austin Blanco, excuse me, and I would imagine we're going to be seeing him get a fair bit of the ball on this first drive for San Jose.
Here they come out. Under center, McWaffle in the backfield. Hunter McWaffle, the league's second leading rusher. And it's going to be a pass. Blanco looking to throw. He throws right side, complete on the sideline to Jacob Morrison, and that will be about a 4-yard gain. And, we talked about Arlovsky, but Morrison also having a great season himself.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it really is one of those instances where, when you're a great receiver, having a great quarterback to throw to you just makes you shine all the more. And we see there Austin Blanco picking out a great little corner out towards the sideline, just a little pitch and catch, medium distance, but he's a very efficient passer, as we'll see throughout this game.
Shotgun, empty backfield. Blanco looking to pass, steps up, throws, fires over the middle of the field. That one's going to be picked off on a deflected pass, and it's going to be returned to the 40 where the tackle is eventually made, and that was a nice interception there made by, I believe that was number 24.
That would be Zachary Hamburger, the cornerback.
So Hamburger with a nice pick there, and Hamburger, he had a nice game 2 weeks ago against Arlington, and another nice start to the game here with a good read over the middle of the field on the deflection.
Yeah, and some good teamwork there. Just the little alley, and then to bring it down on the oop. And Lincoln all of a sudden are in really fantastic field position.
Here we go. Kenny Slider coming off a 4-interception performance. He will start in the shotgun. Logan Lee to his right side. Slider looks to pass. Slider fires over the middle of the field, and that one will be completed. And he snuck that one in there. And it looks like the player might be down who he completed it to. No, he gets up. That's Caleb Gifts who caught the pass for about a 13-yard gain.
Yeah, and one of the keys that I had in my offensive notes is for Lincoln is to get the ball down the field. That's really been where they've shined, is past the 50 and in the red zone, and that's exactly where they're going to start this second drive of the possession.
Here we go. Slider stands in the pocket, throws right side to Lee, and Lee catches it, but he's going to lose a yard on the reception. Actually, 2. It'll be 2nd and 12.
And that's going to be a big blessing for San Jose, who looked to be sort of on the back foot as this drive was progressing. Just a really great start to this drive for Lincoln.
Here we go. Slider, empty backfield, but pulls up under center. 2 receivers on each side of the field. Slider looking to pass. Slider over the middle of the field. Throws left side and is complete. A nice completion. Tight throw on the sideline. There is a penalty on the field. For the time, though, it's John Fullerton who made the catch. Going to wait to see what the flag is here. And it looks like it is going to be a hold on the defense. So
Wow.
All right, that'll work out for the Rattlesnakes, and I believe they'll accept that one because I think it was more yardage than the play would have gained anyway. So that's a nice break there for Lincoln. Everything going Lincoln way early.
Yeah, well, it was not a bad pass in the grand scheme of things. It's while we talk about how the passing attack for San Jose is so big, Lincoln have a very balanced attack. Both Kenny Slider and running back Logan Lee tend to factor into the offense quite a bit each week.
Slider steps back, has a lot of time, steps on the pocket, and he will get sacked. A lot of pressure came from behind, and on the sack there, that was a nice play made by Matt Foote. Foote gets the sack on the play.
Well, and it's usually Lincoln that is sending the pressure. Typically on defense, San Jose likes to play more into the coverage, and so sending pressure into the pocket, perhaps a sign of San Jose trying to keep the ball out of Lincoln's hands this afternoon.
I formation, Slider looks to pass though. Slider moves around the pocket, throws left side, an errant pass. It's still caught by his receiver. Nice catch there by Timothy Mossam King, the wide receiver. And that one could have easily been picked though, Alden.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a great athletic job to go up and grab it. But as you say, you really gotta get to this. I mean, all the opportunity in the world to get there first. It almost looked like he didn't quite have his feet set.
Here we go. Shotgun formation. Defense looks like it might be bringing some pressure here. Audible at the line of scrimmage for Slider. Slider throws a quick pass right side of the field as complete to Mossam King once again. It will gain about 5 yards, but it will be short, and that will bring up 4th down and 4. And for Lincoln, they'll be kicking another field goal. And, Lincoln, they have a lot of drives that go like this. They get down near the red zone, but they can't finish a drive. Interesting stat. Their kicker, actually, Hudson James, has more field goal attempts than extra point attempts this season, which is really a telling story.
Yeah, and it can put a lot of pressure on you as a kicker. You usually want those chip shot uh, extra points, but every now and then, yeah, he's having to go from distance.
Here we go. The kick is up. It is down center, and it is good. So early in the game, Lincoln takes a 3-0 lead here with 7:42 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, and it's a drive that just kind of stalled out by Lincoln, and it's sort of what we said about the coverage of San Jose really coming into effect there and taking away one aspect of that dual prong attack of Lincoln, and they're able to hold Lincoln to 3 points.
If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, it's football for everyone. So that one will be returned to about the 24-yard line where San Jose will take over, looking to recover from an interception to start their opening drive of the game. And for the defense here for Lincoln, we will see what they can do. So here we go. Coming out to play is the quarterback who's had a great season, Austin Blanco. Blanco under center with Hunter McWaffle, who's coming off a big 150-plus yard performance last week in the backfield. And it's going to be a pass. Blanco looks to throw. Blanco, lots of time, throws over the middle, and that one will be complete. Nice little floater pass there, and that will get him up to about the 50-yard line for a 25-yard gain. And that one was actually completed to, I believe, the backup tight end, Kyle Perry.
Yeah, and we're gonna see here just a great job. This corner out just a little bit misjudged by number 48. That's Vernon Brothers, the free safety for Lincoln, and it's a great job to throw into that mismatch by Austin Blanco. That is just such a fantastic read.
Here we go, Blanco under center, the I formation. 2 receivers out right for Blanco. Blanco takes a lot of time, takes the snap, looks to pass, throws quick to the right side. That's completed to the fullback Storm, and he is pile-driven on the tackle, but he'll gain about 3 yards. And quickly, I do want to go over the starting offense here for San Jose. Austin Blanco is the quarterback. Hunter McWaffle is the tailback. The fullback, Rain Storm. The receivers, Ryan Arlovsky, Jacob Morrison, Ricky Spider. The tight ends, Marquise Songo and Chase Matthews. And one of the star offensive linemen is Janae Nickel at tackle. So here we go. Blanco takes the snap, takes the handoff, throws right side, and that one's deflected. That one was an errant pass too, but it falls to the ground.
Well, and that is I think a really smart investment by San Jose. Austin Blanco's had so much success this season. And having Janae Nicole, the contracted tackle, just buys him so much time and space to allow these routes to develop and find places to put the ball.
Blanco under center. 3rd down and 6. 6:31 to go in the first. Blanco stands in the pocket. Lots of time to throw. Throws left side. Completed, but the receiver, I believe that was number 86. That is Vern Zales. He tripped over his own 2 feet. Could have been a first down, but the trip there will cost him an opportunity. It's 4th and 3.
Yeah, just a little clumsy, as you say, Vern Zales, only 182, in terms of how big receivers can run in the SFL. Feels like he got blown over by the wind.
And that one was almost blocked, but he does get the punt away, does Andrew Warren, the punter. That one is punted down to about the 5-yard line where it will be fielded, and at the 5-yard line is where the Rattlesnakes will take over.
And I was about to call this out. I'm glad we have a replay of this. I mean, just the effort to get downfield by number 29 for San Jose. That is the cornerback, the backup cornerback, Alan Lucas, a big man, 6'2", 200 plus pounds, hustling down the field to pin Lincoln deep in their own zone.
Here we go, Slider, 3 backs in the backfield, going with a heavy set here. Slider throws quick left side to Lee. Lee has some space. Lee spin move. Lee breaks another tackle, and Lee gets the first down on a high-effort play. And quickly, I want to go through the starting offense for the Rattlesnakes. Kenny Slider at quarterback, Logan Lee at tailback, John Fullerton, Caleb Gifts, and Timothy Mossam King are the receivers. Chris Althair and Devontae Richardson are the tight ends.
Well, and we're going to see, all day long, Logan Lee being a part of the rushing attack, also occasionally part of the passing attack. His stats aren't up there with Chris Grant Jr. and Josh Slapp, but he does lead the league in rushing touchdowns, so he can certainly finish these drives.
No doubt, and he gets the handoff here, and he is fought to the ground, a wrestling match at the line of scrimmage, and that tackle is made, waiting for the player to get up. That would be number 99, who is, I'm not seeing, but nonetheless, still a good tackle there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and that's really what you've got to do when you've got such someone who can really kind of explode towards the end of these runs. You got to stop them before they can even find the space.
That was Stuart Gotts on the tackle, by the way, number 99. Here we go. Slider throws right side. Lee gets him involved in the short passing game, and he gets drilled. A nice tackle there is made by Joshua Durr. And let's go for the starting lineup for the defense really quick. At defensive end is Theodore Rocker. At inside linebacker is Kenneth Gaston Jr. Outside linebackers Marcus Benston and Stuart Gotts. Corners Sammy Seatbelt III and Nicholas Frosil. At free safety is Des Seeker and the strong safety Joshua Durr. Here we go. Slider in the pocket, looking to pass over the middle of the field. That one's completed. Nothing but space there. Great find by Slider, and that one will be a first down after the catch from Fullerton.
Yeah, and that's really where having this dual level attack can be so useful. They're really able to set their own rhythm on offense, and again, they're able to set all these routes to push the defense back, and then just something kind of opens up a little closer to the pocket.
Well, here we go. Under center is the quarterback, Slider. Slider looking to pass. Slider is going to throw left side. Finds a nice, easier completion there to Fullerton for a gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. And Slider 2 weeks ago against Lexington maybe had the best game of his career, passing for over 300 yards, a touchdown, and 1 pick. Last week, a lot of yards, 270 plus, but he had 4 interceptions. You feel like for Slider, kind of an up and down season. He really needs to recover today against a soft defense,
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's really, I think, as you say, a confidence thing. You've got these 2 games left to turn things around, and it really starts with what you can do tonight.
Well, Slider hands off to Lee. Lee with a nice spin move, lots of real estate. Lee is going to break the tackle of Durr. Lee down the sideline, gets a block, has blockers to the house. Logan Lee breaks it open. It is 9-0 Rattlesnakes.
Logan Lee extending his lead on the touchdown race in style. I mean, just finds the space and just peels the defender hanging on him off and runs all the way into the end zone. I mean, that is just as fine an example of power running, old school, as you are ever going to see in the SFL minor league. I mean, that is fantastic execution by Lincoln, and they get those 6 points back that they feel they deserved on the first time they had the ball.
Logan Lee, the rumbling, stumbling running back, Joshua Durr had him dead to rights, but he said, "Get off me, little fella," and he went to the house after finding some blockers. So here we go. The extra point is up by James, and it is good. 10-0 is now the score after Logan Lee shows why he's so dangerous. And Alton, he's coming off 175-yard performance last week. 2 weeks ago, Lexington, with the best defense in the league, held him to 12 yards, but that's an outlier. Every other game this season, he's been good for about 100 at least.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we said, he's not putting up those like stellar jaw-dropping numbers that you would associate with more like Chris Grant Jr. or Josh Slapp this season, but he is punching well above his weight and standing out amongst his peers.
Well, here we go. The return is going to be brought back to about the 20-yard line, which is where the flight will take over. Visit the all-new league website presented by Football Shift at simulationfl.net, featuring all the league highlights, photo galleries, playoff and minor league stats and leaderboards, community content, and so much more. The all-new league website, simulationfl.net. So here we go. It's going to be first down and 10. San Jose finds themselves down 10-0 early, and they need to get something going here on this drive to answer back in what could be a high-scoring contest. Under center's Blanco. He hands it off, and McWaffle gets his first carry, makes a spin move himself. He has space, and he gets the first down, and McWaffle says, "Hold up, we got a good running back too."
Yeah, my goodness. I mean, a bit of a throwback to the days of basketball mixtapes. Hunter McWaffle just hits him with the spin, a little bit of a dagger step right here. I mean, just sheer agility, the blocks, taking advantage of the space. I mean, that is just a complete play by Hunter McWaffle.
Yeah, both these teams feature really good running backs, and we hadn't got to see McWaffle. It looked like San Jose wanted to attack the secondary in this game, but they've opened up the running game here. First down and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Blanco under center. McWaffle, the tailback once again, 2 receivers out left. Blanco looking to throw, takes a deep drop back, throws over the middle of the field, and he had a man there, but it could not be brought in by Morrison, and they hurry up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, running hurry up anyway. Interesting.
Yeah, they must have liked what they saw in that coverage and want to see if they can get another look at it here. So Blanco, he's looking again, and he's going to throw right side to McWaffle. McWaffle does have blockers. McWaffle tried the spin move there, and he's going to get brought down. And they're going hurry up again on 3rd down and 8. So 3rd and 8. Blanco under center. Hurry up offense here. He takes the snap, looking to throw. Blanco, plenty of time, throws over the middle, and he throws it into the hands of a defender. I want to quickly go over the starting lineup for the defense for Lincoln too, because I haven't yet. Brookie Burr, number 52 at defensive end. Brookie Burr having a great season with 5 sacks. Anthony Robertson, the defensive end. Inside linebacker, Demetria Monzuma. Outside linebacker, Jason Clay. Corners, Zachary Hamburger and Antoine Joe. Free safety, Tino Sosa. Free safety, Vernon Brothers. And strong safety, Luke Swift. So here we go. It's going to be another punt for San Jose. And the San Jose offense just having a hard time finding some rhythm here as they get the punt away. A lot of hang time on this punt. It will be fielded about the 30-yard line, and it will be returned, but not for much, maybe 2 yards. But Alden, yeah, the story in this game so far is San Jose's offense, just no rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really been a shocking struggle, I would say, for Austin Blanco. I mean, this Lincoln secondary has been all over him today. We saw the interception earlier in this game to get the ball in Lincoln's hands, but 2 great swats down the field to prevent the 3rd down conversion in a row.
Well, here we go. It's going to be Slider getting a chance. Slider throws right side of the field. He completes it to Mossam King. Mossam King drags a few defenders with him. He's going to make it 2nd down and real short here. 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and it's to your point about rhythm. I mean, it's really been Kenny Slider who's really dictated the tempo of this game. The passing, the handoff. I mean, of course, that huge run that we saw on the previous drive from Logan Lee to go, over 70 yards to the house. I mean, it's really been Lincoln all afternoon long here so far.
Slider comes under center. Looks like a lot of protection up front. This could be a run with Lee. Slider's going to pass. They pull off the fake there. Slider steps up out of pressure, throws right side. That's completed to the right side of the field, and he finds his tight end, Devontae Richardson, the big fella, standing at 6'7". And what a nice job there by Kenny Slider, feeling the pressure. He stepped up out of it and completed an easy pass.
Yeah. Oh, and this is going to be the challenged. I was going to say that was uh perhaps close to the sideline, but yeah, definitely as you say, just trying not to be greedy just takes the little bit of mid chunk yardage and makes the correct decision. Something promising from a young quarterback.
And let's see here.
Ooh, that
That's
looks
close.
like a catch to me.
Yeah, I think it depends on if he had that first foot down when he caught the ball. I'm not sure. Well, let's see what the officials say on the field. And the call on the field will stand. Yeah, I just don't think there's quite enough there to overturn that one.
Yeah. I see the logic for the challenge, but yeah, just a very neat little piece of pitch and catch between Kenny Slider and Devontae Richardson.
So it'll be first down and 10, a minute 56 left to go in the first quarter. Lincoln Rattlesnakes throttling San Jose so far. San Jose really needs a stop here, and they catch him off sides. Free play for Slider. Slider goes right side, and that one will be complete to Mossum King, who's had a good first quarter so far, and it was a free play regardless.
Yeah, definitely going to take the free play, but again, just a great little piece of pitch and catch by Kenny Slider, not trying to do too much, and that's really a sign of maturity for a young quarterback, the ability to just take what you're given and be creative with it rather than trying to force the issue and throw it deep down the secondary and risk a crucial interception.
That was Hugo Lane that was caught in the neutral zone. So here we go. Slider under center. I formation, two receivers out left. Slider looking to pass. Slider, great protection, throws over the middle of the field, has a man wide open, and he threw him over just a touch there. That one could have been to the house. Complete. John Fullerton will be first down and 10 just outside the red zone.
And that is why it is so important to be patient. Like we said, little bits, little chunks of yardage at a time is how it was coming for Kenny Slider. And because they work the rhythm, the game plan that they came up with on offense, something opens up deep down the field, 20, 30 yards down the field. And again, Kenny Slider rewarded for making correct decisions here.
That's a great point there, Alden. He really is playing a fantastic game so far as the quarterback Slider. Slider in the shotgun. A rare shotgun snap. He's been under center a lot. Slider throws over the middle once again, fires into the end zone, and he threw a 50 ball there, and it got deflected. Looks like he was looking for Giffis there, but I still like that decision. Trust your receiver on a 50 ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've had such you've done such a good job marching down the field and sticking to the rhythm that you've established. I mean, why not? Why not try it?
So Slider now will come back out. Slider under center once again. Two receivers out to the left side of the field. Slider calls an audible at the line of scrimmage. He's looking to throw. Second and 10, throws right side, and finds on the sideline, that's Mossum King, I feel like Mossum King has been getting those passes all day long right there on the sideline.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially these like out routes and corner routes towards the sideline have been his sort of bread and butter all day. And in fact, I think that's something that you look at as a part of what's been so successful for Lincoln on offense. Kenny Slider just has a reliable pair of hands on the sideline he can throw to.
Big third down and 5 in the red zone here for the Rattlesnakes. Slider takes the snap. Slider has a lot of time. Throws over the middle, has his man, that's a touchdown. Nice find there by the quarterback Slider, and he got that one to actually a bench receiver. That's Caleb Walker. The little guy at 5'9" gets a touchdown to make it 16 zip here in the first.
Yeah, and with this pass by Kenny Slider, he looks like he's almost playing tall ball a little bit. I mean, ball's up in the air, has to take a jump at it to get to it, but no 50-50 ball, and it's a great job by Kenny Slider, not only to get the ball in his receiver's hands, but to keep it away from the hands of the San Jose defenders. And this is a shocking start. This is a fantastic start for Lincoln, all things considered.
Yeah, and here we go. The extra point attempt is going to be made here by Hudson James. Hudson James, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good, 17-0. And yeah, coming off last week, San Jose had the biggest win all season in the minor leagues. I believe they won by 25 points. And the way this one's looking so far, if they don't get things going, Lincoln might challenge that.
Yeah, and it was a much narrower margin by Lincoln. Looking back to the actual game, I believe it was only won by a field goal against Albuquerque. So they're looking to not even have to worry about it being a close one. That seems to be their strategy.
Here we go. Ball's going to be returned up to the 25 where he's tripped up. And that is where San Jose will take over. And, I hate saying things in the first quarter like you need to score on this drive, but maybe they don't need to score, Alden, but they got to get something going positive here. Even if they can get to midfield, I mean, they got to move the ball a little bit.
Well, you're not entirely wrong to say it. I mean, we've seen over and over and over again in the major leagues, the SFL, that it can be difficult once you fall behind to catch up. You really gotta get something out of these drives, as you say.
Well, trying to make the spin move happen there once again was the back, but McWaffle just couldn't find any space. The defense was all over it.
Yeah, and that has really been kind of typical of whenever San Jose try to run the ball, is just getting pressure sent up the middle. Really, no space is opening up for them.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. The score at the end of the first quarter is 17 Rattlesnake, Flight nothing, as we get ready to the second quarter where the Flight need to get something going, Alden. All right, so here we go. It's going to be second down and 8 rather. And Blanco is going to hand off once again to McWaffle. And McWaffle just gets gobbled up alive at the line of scrimmage, and that one goes nowhere. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, and this is a tricky situation. You've had 2 runs that really didn't go anywhere last time, and everyone and their mama in the sideline is going to be thinking, pass, but almost wonder if you run.
Here we go. Blanco fires deep over the middle, and he has his man. That is just what the doctor ordered. Ricky Spider to the house. Touchdown, Flight. And oh my goodness, they needed that one bad, Alden.
A strike of lightning from the football gods is what San Jose have managed to pull down from the sky. I mean, my goodness, just this little corner route, top of the play, and he's passed both the safeties when he runs this route. I mean, this is a fantastic pass by Blanco, but it's just as fantastic to run a very, very, very tall corner route, and he creates all the space in the world for himself. I mean, my goodness, talk about Ricky Spider taking a chance on himself there.
Yeah, that was a great move by him to get that separation, and he showed off the speed there. And, Spider's kind of the forgotten man in this wide receiver room. Arvlasky is having one of the great minor league seasons at receiver we've ever seen. Morrison is having a fantastic season himself, 3rd in the league in yards and 3rd in the league in touchdowns. And Spider, a good receiver himself, shows there what he can do. As here we go, the extra point will be attempted. The extra point is up, the kick is up, and the kick is good by Eddie Tress, and that'll make the score 17-7. But yeah, Spider kind of the forgotten man here, Alden, but he makes a big play when his team really needed it.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes when you're down like this, you can't really afford conventionality. The conventions of strategy fail you. And in situations like that, you just got to go out there and put the team on your back and do things like this. Just make big plays for your team.
Well, here's the kick, and it will be returned by Lincoln. Lincoln up to the 25, and about the 28-yard line is where they will be tackled, and they will take over with the ball. And, it's been the story, though, in this game. Kenny Slider, Logan Lee had the big touchdown run, but Slider has just kind of been methodically dissecting this defense. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that's the thing that you are focusing on so much if you're this Lincoln Rattlesnakes offense. You just saw your defense give up points. Now you got to hold on and focus and not let that get in your head.
Let's see what they can do. Slider throws right side, finds the reliable safety valve there, Mossum King. That'll be a nice gain of 6 yards, and Mossum King continues to deliver.
Yeah, and again, it's just like we say, these little out routes and corner routes towards the sideline. And again, it's another instance of that, just a little corner route, reliable pair of hands on the sideline, and they pick up 6 yards. Nothing too flashy, but nothing too flashy needed on plays like that.
2nd down and 4. 3 backs in the backfield. Could be a run with a lot of blocking here. Slider under center, and it will. Logan gets the handoff. Logan shakes off some defenders. Lee has the speed down the sideline. Can the safety get him? Yes, he can, but he's down to the 25-yard line. Logan Lee, they haven't ran him a lot, but when they have, he has been mighty effective.
Yeah, man, Logan Lee having a day to remember from behind a quarterback. I mean, just finds the tiniest bit of space here, has to do his little swim move to get through that room is so narrow. And he breaks one tackle here, not quite able to break the tackle of the safety, but that tackle was all that was preventing, all that was standing between the San Jose defense and catastrophe.
All right, here we go. It's going to be I formation, two receivers outright. Lee in the backfield still. And it's going to be a handoff to Lee, and Lee gets gobbled up in the line of scrimmage this time. I want to talk about that last play a little bit, though. That one, actually, will gain nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10 still. I got to talk about that formation they've been running. They bring out John McCool and the backup tight out, John Branson, and they've just been doing that kind of two blockers in front of the running back set, and it's been pretty effective. It seems to be working well.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's easy to say. Those two big runs definitely attributable to that, but also finding so much space, to get just a little bit of chunk yardage.
And that one's going to be a pass to Lee. Lee somehow still on his feet, and Lee eventually is tackled. That one will lose about 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 13 as Lee loses 3 on that play.
We're gonna see Seatbelt, yeah, just is smothered with really nowhere to go. Almost got trapped in the pocket there, is what it looked like.
Yeah, so an unfortunate play there. Will be 3rd and 13, and for San Jose, if they can get a stop here and force a long field goal attempt, that would be really, really good for San Jose and making this game closer. They've already started to cut into the lead, but they could use a stop here. Here we go. Empty backfield, trips out right, slider in the shotgun. Here we go. Slider, it's going to pass right side, finds a man, and the tackle will be made. They will not pick up a 1st down. On the catch was Caleb Giffis, and it will be a field goal attempt from the 25-yard line. So San Jose, they bend, but they did not break.
Yeah, time to unclench on the sideline of Lincoln, or on the side of San Jose, rather, because that huge run by Logan Lee, I mean, really feel like if you're San Jose, you're worried about them getting 7 more points on the board, but they're able to hold them to a field goal. And most importantly, still not quite a 2-touchdown game yet. So San Jose have not quite gotten fully back into this comeback yet. But they are holding Lincoln to a manageable goal, and I think that's really the secret on defense.
Well, the kick is up and good. It's 20-7 now, so still a 2-possession game here. San Jose very much alive in this game. Just want to mention real quick, the SFL convention is coming to Cincinnati, Ohio from July 28th to 30th for the Season 21 kickoff weekend. For room reservation details and the weekend schedule, see the #convention alerts channel in the SFL Discord. Rooms are going fast and some have already sold out. Reserve your special group rate today. We'll see you there, as this is a great return up to about the 35-yard line where San Jose will take over.
Yeah, and that can be just as big as because that effectively amounts to 20 yards of passing or running. It really alleviates things, and that is so key when you're trying to make this comeback, is having as many easy drives as you possibly can squeeze in.
Well, here we go. Under center is Blanco. In the backfield's McWaffle, and it'll be a handoff to McWaffle, but McWaffle's gobbled alive in the backfield there. They're going to hurry up to the line of scrimmage. I think that might have been Brookie Burr on the tackle. I cannot be sure. They're quickly back up to the line of scrimmage here. Blanco under center. He's looking to pass. Blanco deep drop back. Blanco runs around the pocket, dumps it off McWaffle. McWaffle beats one man, spin move, and he's going to get very close to a 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 2.
And this instance of playing clock is working out much better so far.
Here we go. Blanco, quick dump off to McWaffle, and that will pick up a 1st down. So 1st down, San Jose, and they're just going to try to thrash this defense and get them on their heels.
Yeah, really reestablishing the rhythm is what they're attempting to do, I believe.
Here we go. Blanco looking to throw again. Great protection in the pocket. Throws left side. That's complete. And oh, you don't run that way, though. That's going to lose a yard on the play. 2nd and 11. Blanco calls an audible at the line of scrimmage. Blanco slows it down a little bit here. Kind of catches his breath really quick. Doesn't want to gas his offense too much. And it'll be a handoff to McWaffle. McWaffle left side gets gobbled up at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 11. They keep going with the hurry up. So here we go. Blanco quickly takes the snap. Blanco is going to get sacked in the backfield, and he gets taken down. And yeah, there's a point in time where you kind of just have to surrender with the hurry up. And I thought it was probably on that third down play, but they didn't, and it results in a sack.
Yeah, I mean, this is clearly at this point a strategic decision by San Jose to use the hurry up and incorporate it as part of their offense. But yeah, as you say, at a certain point, you either gotta call a timeout or spike the ball or something because it's really made them look a bit disorganized on offense whenever they do it.
Well, here we go. Here's the punt. It's going to be a nice punt down to about the 15-yard line, and the return will go nowhere, maybe a gain of a yard or two. Lincoln will take over at their own 18-yard line. But I want to quickly talk about on that play, a Brookie Burr got a lot of pressure in the backfield. And Brookie Burr, 5 sacks on the season. She has to be quickly rising up the draft boards as she's been impressive here in the minor leagues, really disruptive.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know, second in the league going into this game, and you know, the Lincoln defense have had quite a game to all day long, and so she could even pad or perhaps increase, give herself a nice lead.
First down play by Lee gains a yard. Lee already with 101 yards in the game halfway through the second quarter here. 101 yards and a touchdown. Lee doing typical Logan Lee stuff.
Yeah, and he's really had a lot of success here this afternoon, you know, in a way that it really kind of threatens the game plan San Jose have had here on defense.
Slider's going to look to throw. Tosses it to Lee. Lee makes the catch. Lee, spin move, double spin move. I think he got the first down. He does. And that'll be a first down on the little toss play to Lee.
Yeah, and that is a fantastic block by Gary Henson, the center, to just hold the defense. I didn't quite catch the number of the defender just to prevent him from even getting to him. I mean, look at this block right up the middle. You see that brown shirt at the bottom of your screen holding 22 white. And it is just such a fantastic job all around executing this play, going to the outside, blocks up the middle. You know, even when Logan Lee isn't running, these blocking schemes are really working quite well.
Slider, great protection, throws to the left side of the fullback McCool. McCool gets trucked, will gain about a yard there.
Yeah, and again, trying to run these designated outside passes there to this time to the fullback. I almost think you want to stick with Logan Lee with as hot a hand as he's been here this afternoon.
Well, here we go, slowing up to the line of scrimmage. My name is PDJ Zeller. Alongside me, Alden Bleeker. We're here live from Lincoln, Nebraska, where the 3-2 teams face off, and it's going to be a screen pass there to Lee. Lee shakes off the first tackler, but will get tackled by the second man. He gains about 7 yards there. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and third and short for Lincoln, and this is really an opportunity for San Jose to get the ball back in decent field position and maybe make a statement on offense. I think they're going to be all in here on this one play.
All right, well, here we go. 3rd and 2. It's going to be a handoff right side, and it will be a first down. Lee picks it up, so first down for Lincoln as they continue to move the ball, and the second quarter continues to tick away.
Yeah, but I guess not all that surprising of a strategic note there. You know, Logan Lee is so good at running here this afternoon. You know, just put the ball in his hand, let him run a few yards, get it past the sticks. And that was number 51. That was for San Jose. That was the backup defensive tackle Mike Shovler getting up in the pocket and making trouble for Lincoln.
So Slider under center once again. Lee in the backfield. Slider looking to pass, has all the time in the world, and he will throw it. Oh, that should have been picked off. That was easy money there, but it is dropped. Who was that on the play? I believe that was Joshua Durr. He had a free interception thrown right to him, a gift, but he couldn't bring it down. That was harder than I thought, actually.
And that would have been just such a fantastic such a fantastic place to get the ball back. Would have brought it forward a few yards. And yeah, still 3rd and a mile to go, but yeah, just a great opportunity to even and great effort to even make a stab there.
Yeah, I want to apologize. That really wasn't an easy catch. He made it look easy on the first read, but he didn't really have a play on that for Durr. So here we go. 3rd down and 11. It's going to be a throw to the right side. That's going to be completed to Fullerton, and he'll gain a good bit of yardage, but still going to be 4th down and 3.
Yeah, and this is the stop that really the San Jose had been looking for this entire quarter. Going to get the ball back here, going to get another chance. And I think they'd be very happy if they got restricted to a field goal. I still think they would be happy to take this 10 to 20 into the next half.
Liking the game so far? Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of the SFL or SFL minor action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership. As it will be San Jose ball at their own 20-yard line, 2:28 to go here in the second quarter. And, I mean, they have a chance to make it a 6-point game at halftime. And the way this first half has gone, if San Jose can do that, I think they'd take it all day.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's all about manageable margins going into the half for San Jose. That's got to be the mantra on the sideline.
It's a handoff to McWaffle, but McWaffle gets wrestled down at the line of scrimmage. He goes nowhere, and a nice play by the secondary.
Yeah, and really Lincoln, as much as we talked about this being an opportunity for San Jose to make a statement on offense, this is an opportunity for Lincoln to make a statement on defense here as well.
Clock ticks. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Blanco under center, and the 2-minute warning is hit, so it'll be a 2-minute warning timeout. And yeah, here I think Blanco kind of has to let it rip. And you know, one thing that has really surprised me, I don't think he's thrown a single pass to Ryan Arlovsky this whole game, who's the league's leading receiver by a lot coming into this game.
I believe you're right. Yeah, actually, I believe you're right. You know, as you say, it's really going to be on Austin Blanco's arm as they got 2 minutes to march down the field here. But I wonder if that's going to be a combination that's more in the mix here.
Here we go. He throws, and it will be complete over the middle of the field. And that one, waiting for the player to get up to see who made the catch on that one. That one is caught by Arlovsky. So the announcer jinx there. He gets involved.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, just a little pitch and catch. You know, sometimes it can be easy for a young quarterback to get too ambitious and make mistakes, make misjudgments. But again, just take him when he's given there.
Throw over the middle, and that one is completed once again. So another completion to Morrison this time. And all right, they're getting the ball moving. The problem is it's over the middle of the field. So they probably should do the hurry up now.
Yeah, the one time that you would expect them to do the hurry up there, it doesn't look like they're going to do it.
All right, they do hurry up to the line of scrimmage. 1:10 to go here in the first half of play. Taking a lot of time at the line of scrimmage here is Blanco. He does get the ball off. He throws, fires deep left side, and that's going to be picked off. And a nice read there by the secondary. And that one was made by, I believe, that was Antoine Joe.
Yeah, and this is just what we talk about, an eyeball interception all day long. You see number 27, that's Antoine Joe, the cornerback, just reads this route perfectly and gets his feet into position. And now it's up to Lincoln to decide whether they want to get down the field and try to score here, or just run the clock out, because I believe it was San Jose who received the ball first, which would mean Lincoln got the ball in the second half.
Well, empty backfield, they're going to be aggressive. Slider throws over the middle, and that one is complete into heavy traffic there. They're going to hurry up to the line of scrimmage. That was complete to Giffis. I also want to mention, too, Antoine Joe, that's his 4th pick of the season. That now leads the SFL minor leagues. Slider throws again over the middle. That one, once again, is going to be completed, and they're going to have to hurry up to the line. They take a timeout. That was Caleb Walker who made the catch. Walker, a bench receiver, having a big impact in this game.
Yeah, and you know, who to thunk it? I mean, really kind of an outside the box game for Lincoln. You know, not really able to do what they were had drawn up last week. You know, only able to win by that very close field goal. But they've really kind of rerouted things. Excuse me. Going into
there's a penalty. Free play, I think. Slider will just throw a screen, and Logan Lee breaks a tackle. Lee down for a first down, and that will be down to 31 seconds. Let's see what the call is. I'm pretty sure it was a free play. We'll have to see, though. And yeah, that's a neutral zone infraction by the defense. So that was a free play. I think they'll probably take the yardage that Lee got, though.
Yeah, you would certainly assume so anyway. And that is just another example, though, of Logan Lee being such a crucial part of Lincoln's offense today. Busts off another big run to get them down the field, and now they're completely in control of their own clock management here.
So Slider, 30 seconds, 2 timeouts. Really a lot of time to work with when you consider the timeouts here as they get really close to the red zone. Looks like the defense wants to bring pressure. The pressure backs off. Slider fires right side. Mawsome King, he got out of bounds for a gain of 7 yards. That only takes about 4 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, out to the sideline. No timeout used.
So it's going to be 2nd and 3 from the San Jose 17-yard line. In the red zone is Lincoln. Still both timeouts in their pocket. Slider. Defense maybe showing some pressure here. I know the pressure backs off again. Slider throws it to Lee. Lee is going to take it up the middle. Lee gets the first down and not much more, and a timeout will be called. So 21 seconds left, and the Rattlesnakes down to 1 timeout.
Yeah, definitely saving this last timeout in case they have to settle for a field goal, you would assume. But a great job by Logan Lee to set up the 1st and 10 so that they can they at least have 2 plays here, assuming they spike the ball on 2nd down.
Well, they're going to go empty backfield here, so this is going to be a pass play for Slider, you would assume. Slider surveys his options. Takes the snap. Slider steps back. Quick throw over the middle. And, oh, it's deflected by his own man, and it will be caught by Giffis. That was deflected. I believe that was Richardson, the tight end. It bounced off his hands. And, man, sometimes I'd rather be lucky than good, and that's the case there for Lincoln.
Yeah, I mean, we saw earlier the alley-oop interception by Lincoln. This is a alley-oop touchdown reception. Just taps off the hand of one brown shirt and into the hands of another.
Hey, just how they drew it up, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The tight end Richardson can't reel it in, bounces right off his hands, and goes right to Giffis, who gets the touchdown. 26-7 with 17 seconds left to go in the first half. So here we go. Going to be an extra point attempt by Hudson here. The snap is good, the hold is down, and the kick is good. 27-7, 17 seconds left. Still 2 timeouts for San Jose, but 17 seconds isn't a whole lot of time.
Yeah, you know, if it was obvious that they were going long and medium passes before, I don't think they really have an option besides that now.
Well, here we go on the kickoff. It's been a dominant first half here for Lincoln. Here we go. The kick is up, and it is away. It's a deep one here down to about the 5-yard line where it's fielded by the Flight. The Flight take it up, and the Flight will be tackled at about their own 25-yard line. 13 seconds to go. And, you know, early in the season, a lot of people believe that Lincoln might be the best team in the league. However, after that loss to Lexington where their offense kind of struggled, and after a win last week with Slider through 4 interceptions, I feel like that talk has kind of went away from Lincoln, and people have kind of started to doubt this Lincoln team a little bit. You haven't heard much talk around the league of people saying that they're the 2nd best team in the SFL minor leagues anymore, but against a very good San Jose team in this first half today, there's a throw over the middle of the field. That one is complete. Hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Hold on. There's going to be probably 1 to 2 more plays. They have 2 timeouts. I don't get why they didn't use one. Now they use one with 3 seconds left.
Yeah, bit of a miscommunication on the sidelines there, it seems.
Yeah, so they'll get 1 more play here unless a penalty were to occur. That catch was Jacob Morrison, by the way. But, well, let's first get through this play here. Blanco, looks like him and the coach having a disagreement here. I think the coach might have wanted him to call the timeout. Nonetheless, it's going to be from the 40-yard line. 1 last play here for the Flight in the first half before we go to halftime. Blanco, empty backfield, 4 receivers to the right side of the field, and this is what we call a Hail Mary. Blanco Lots of time all day. Lets it rip, throws it as far as he can. It's down to about the end zone, and it is almost picked off. The tip drill almost happened. Arvlasky was there, but it will not be caught. We go to halftime. It's 27-7. But yeah, Alden, I just wanted to finish up that point I was making a minute ago. Is if Lincoln can continue this performance today, they might start entering that conversation again of second best team in the league.
Yeah, and after this first half, I mean, you certainly have to think that they would factor into that conversation, and they get the ball back to start this half. So another opportunity to make that case even more.
So here we go, Lincoln, whose offense has been unstoppable today. They're going to start with the ball here once again. Kick is off, and it's away by the flight. Deep. It's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. It's going to be taken up to around the 30-yard line by Giffis, where the Rattlesnakes, led by Slider, will take over.
Yeah, and Logan Lee has been such a big part of the offensive game, and I think we're going to see even more of him in the second half if such a thing is even possible.
All right, here we go. It's going to be 1st down and 10 to start the second half for the Lincoln Rattlesnakes here in Lincoln, Nebraska. 2 backs in the backfield. I believe that's Lee and McCool. Slider is looking to pass. Slider is going to throw the screen to McCool. McCool fields it, but he goes nowhere. That'll be a gain of nothing. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and it's going to be up to San Jose. They've had that second half to make, or they've had halftime, excuse me, to make adjustments. And it's really going to be the question, the $1 million question, to figure out what they can do to stop Logan Lee, what they can do to stop this passing game.
That San Jose defense, they need to shore up here if they want to get back into this game. They can't let Lincoln keep walking down the field. It's a handoff to Lee. Lee breaks a few tackles, and he'll gain about 5. That's kind of what I'm talking about, Alden. They've just had a lot of broken tackles, I feel like.
Yeah, and that's a big part of it on San Jose, is that it's not just missed tackles, but tackles that should go through. But Logan Lee has just been so tough to bring down, just so resilient all day.
Here we go. It's going to be a throw to Giffis. Giffis does make the catch. He'll be down to about the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10. And the defense for San Jose has been a problem, but Kenny Slider has been on his game today. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, and Kenny Slider, making his case, as Lincoln make their case to be one of those top teams, one of those teams who deserves to be in the finals of the SFLm championship. He's making his case to be one of the best quarterbacks on the draft board this season.
Lee cannot escape that one. He's going to be brought down. It's going to be a gain of nothing, 2nd down and 10. But yeah, Slider's an interesting prospect, I feel like, in the draft, because his high-end play has been so good, but his low-end play has not been very great. He's just kind of been all over the board, it feels like. Today is looking like one of those good games. Here we go, it's 2nd down and 10. Slider, he's going to be under center. 2 receivers out left, and Lee in the backfield, and it will be a handoff to Lee. Lee is going to get tackled at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10. But yeah, I feel like Slider's just an interesting prospect because of how up and down he's been.
Yeah, as you say, up and down. I imagine we're going to see a lot of highlights on his official scouting reel of this game in particular. But I think that's really kind of what you're trying to show to SFL teams, is not that just that you have the skills, but that you have the maturity to bounce back after a tough performance and, be that kind of locker room leader, show those intangibles.
Well, here we go. It's going to be complete over the middle to Giffis, who's it's really been the Mossum King and Giffis game. He's just been finding those 2 receivers all over the field. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, I don't think I have not had this. I have not written this down in my box sheet. But I don't believe that Mossum King has dropped a pass that's been thrown his way.
Yeah, it's been an impressive... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, just such a reliable target.
All right, 1st down and 10. It's a handoff to Lee. Lee, daylight ahead of him, breaks the tackle of Durr, down the sideline, 1 man to beat. Touchdown, Logan Lee. He has game-wrecking speed. It is 33-7 Rattlesnakes.
And you would be forgiven for thinking that Logan Lee is a bottle of moonshine because he has been brown lightning all afternoon. I mean, take a look at this. Just takes advantage of the blocks up front, breaks through this one tackle. Number 52 is just not able to catch up with him. And that is just a fantastic run by Logan Lee. That is his third big run of the day and his second touchdown run. I mean, my goodness, Logan Lee.
And here we go. It's going to be an extra point attempt here by Hudson, who's been busy today with field goals and extra points, and we're not even halfway through the third. Here we go. He is going to... Long wait on the snap. Finally does get the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Hudson's perfect day continues. It's 34-7, and I feel bad for the safeties there on San Jose because they have just not been able to bring down Logan Lee all day, and he's making them look foolish out there.
Well, yeah, and you have to give credit to Logan Lee for just how tough he's been, you know. The kicker for Lincoln going into this game had, as you mentioned, more field goal attempts than extra point attempts going into this game. I think that that ratio is going to be fixed by the time this game is over.
And the tackle's made at the 25-yard line. And quickly, I do want to mention, have you ever wanted to be play-by-play or analyst broadcaster on an SFLi game like me and Alden right now? The SFL is looking for passionate SFL participants or viewers like you to join the team for the minor league season and ahead of season 21's kickoff in July. Please visit simulationfl.net/broadcasting for more details on how you can get involved and get your voice on the call. 1st and 10 here for San Jose, and I'm going to say it now, this is a must-score drive here for San Jose. Blanco rolls out right, throws over the middle. It's complete, and he finds his receiver, and that will be a first down. So a good completion there. He got that one, and I believe that was Arvlosky with his second catch of the game.
Yeah, and Blanco, if finally finding his rhythm on passing, you know, it feels like he's gotten so beat up by the secondary down the field, and a really good completion, medium distance. Of course, Ricky Spider, that we see on the sideline there, had a fantastic play to just set up a touchdown for himself. Perhaps we'll see another big play being made on offense.
Hand off McWaffle. McWaffle goes nowhere. That's going to gain maybe 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 here with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. And, you know, time already has to be on your mind with 7 minutes left in the third quarter here, Alden. I mean, you're down by 28 points, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's one of those games where, as we said, you know, you fall behind, and you know, theoretically, there's a lot of time left, but just every single tick of that clock is your enemy until you're back in it.
Blanco fires over the middle of the field, and it is going to be picked off. Interception there by the linebacker, and that is not at all what San Jose was looking for. Things go from bad to worse. Vernon Brothers, rather, the free safety, actually makes the interception.
And it's the team effort by Lincoln that I think is just as impressive as the numbers that they're putting up on the board. Yet again, we saw, you know, in the first half, we saw exactly what we saw there, sort of an alley-oop interception. It's tipped up into the air and pulled down. And again, exact same thing there. It's not just one player on defense for Lincoln making the effort. They're setting up their teammates, and it's just all around a great team unit performance by defense or by Lincoln on defense.
Slider throws over the middle, almost caught by Fullerton on the deflection. It's been that kind of day for Lincoln, but it will fall to the ground. 2nd down and 10, and I give props to Slider for getting that pass off. He was getting hit hard.
Yeah, and San Jose sending pressure, trying to get this ball back as soon as they possibly can.
Slider waltzes up under center. He is looking mighty confident today. Actually backs out now to the shotgun. Lee in the backfield, and I wouldn't be surprised if they start running him more here to try to bleed the clock out a little bit. No, Slider's going to throw. Slider throws to Lee. Lee catches the screen. Lee with a spin move. Lee gains about 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. So we're halfway through the third quarter here.
Well, and Logan Lee's been, you know, it seems like nigh unstoppable running the ball. So, I mean, not only, you know, as you say, do you kind of take control of the running of the clock management at that point, but also he is just doing so much for you on offense. Why not pad your point differential a little bit while you're up by so much?
Empty backfield for Slider, calls an audible. Sees something in the defense he wants to attack. Slider Gonna throw. Who else? Mossum King. And oh, he's just short of the first down. It's 4th and 1. It was the right play call, the right throw, but Mossum King barely couldn't get there.
And confirming my theory, Timothy Mossum King has yet to drop a single pass today, just not quite able to stay in bounds long enough to get across the sticks there. And that's a good stop by San Jose. It's a needed stop by San Jose.
So it's going to be a punt here for Lincoln, and San Jose on life support, but the fat lady hasn't sung yet. They're still in this somewhat, so it's going to be returned to about the, we're going to call that about the 13-yard line, where San Jose will take over, and at this point, they need to move, and they need to move quick.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, there's still time, but to use a metaphor from one of my favorite plays, Burnham Wood is on its way to Dunson Inn, and somebody's going to get their head chopped off, and it's looking like San Jose is on the chopping block here.
Blanco in the shotgun. Expect a lot of passing here, likely, with the situation being the way it is. Not really enough time to run a whole lot. Blanco fires deep over the middle, and it is completed. Nice completion there over the middle of the field. That is, I believe, Arlovsky, who has not been a big factor in the first half, but starting to come alive here in the second half, the league's leading receiver.
Well, and yeah, absolutely. As you say, it's been such a special connection all season long. So it's really going to be something that San Jose is going to have to lean on in this second half here.
Blanco gets back up, and yeah, the deep passing game going to have to start becoming an option here in the second half if they want to get back into this game. I formation under center here for Blanco, 2 receivers outright. Defense calls an audible. It's going to be a handoff to McWaffle. Oh, he had a lane, but his blocker just did not quite fill his role to be a loss of 2.
Yeah, man, just nowhere to go on that run, and comparatively, it really kind of contextualizes how good these runs by Logan Lee have been. The fact that he's just been fighting through such staunch defense by San Jose.
Empty backfield, shotgun for Blanco. He's had a fantastic season so far, but a rough one today. Blanco fires right side of the field, finds his man. That's going to be completed to the right side of the field. It'll be a gain of about 3. He found Morrison.
Yeah, just tough defense by Lincoln in the secondary has really made it so tough for Blanco all day.
3rd down to 9. I'd almost say this is 4-down territory here with the way this game's going right now.
I almost tend to agree with you, yeah.
Blanco under center. He's looking to throw. Blanco, right side of the field. That's going to be Arlovsky. Arlovsky is not going to quite get to the first down. 4th and 2, and I mean, in my opinion, you have to go for it here.
Yeah, because effectively, if you don't, I mean, man, if you assume that it takes about two minutes to get a drive, and you know that's a pretty generous estimation. You know, there's only what is it, 12 minutes in the 4th quarter. I mean, you know, just every single tick of the clock is your enemy. I think you're running out of time, and I think eventually, as you say, you got to take a gamble.
Well, they play it safe. They will punt. They're going to put trust into their defense. That has to be a big confidence boost for the defense that's had a rough day, but questionable decision.
Well, I mean, and maybe this is their gamble, you know, trusting their defense. You know, it's not quite time to put all their chips on 0-0 quite yet.
So it's going to be 3:49 left in the 3rd. The Lincoln Rattlesnakes throttling the San Jose flight at home, and they're looking to maybe take some time off the clock here. Slider under center. Left side, 2 receivers. It's going to be a handoff to Logan Lee. Lee has some space, but a nice tackle is made. That tackle made by Kenneth Gaston Jr. And I was getting ready to say Lee to the house, because anytime he's gotten that amount of space on the left side, he's been gone, but Gaston does make a good tackle.
Yeah, it really has become a reflex at this point to assume that Logan Lee gets a little bit of space and he's gone. I mean, it's just been that kind of day for him.
Well, this is the famous formation that they've gotten 2 big plays off of today with the 2 backs blocking, but it will be a pass play, a little trickery here, throw over the middle, and I don't know who that was to, but he threw it right to the defense. Looks like it was in Joshua Durr's area, but it could not be brought down.
Yeah, I believe that may have been towards a groundhog somewhere in that vicinity. You know, was wearing a brown shirt, but not playing for Lincoln.
Alrighty, well, here we go. It's going to be I formation, 3rd and 6, and Big situation here for the flight trying to get a stop. Slider throws deep over the middle, and
Oh!
it should have been picked off by either Durr or I believe that was Sammy's seatbelt, but neither of them could bring it down, and that could have been the big play they needed there.
And how poetic would it have been to be the exact same kind of interception that we've seen so often this game from Lincoln, where they just tip it up and then someone else pulls it down.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. The players in the secondary play secondary because they couldn't cut it as receivers. And, we've seen a lot of that today, certainly, Alden.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of balls through hands, and oof.
Alrighty, here we go. The punt is up and away. This summer, you can play the SFL video game on the go on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, an emulator for 4K23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today at GoRetroid.com, search SFL, or through the all-new League website at simulationfl.net. Retroid, the official console of the SFL. So it's going to be flight ball, 3 minutes to go. Still clinging to life support here. They've gotten 2 straight stops, but the offense haven't done much. They need to get something going here. The offense has looked better in the second half, but better is not good enough. They need to be great here, and a quick pass over the middle of Morrison that will eventually fall to the ground. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and a good pass by Blanco, just not quite able to reel it in there. And it's perhaps the pressure starting to get to San Jose here.
So they come back out, shotgun. It's going to be McWaffle in the backfield. 2 receivers out to the right side of the field. The high-flying flight offense has been thwarted today. Here we go. Throw to the left side, McWaffle. McWaffle makes the catch. Nice spin move, and he gains about 7 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and McWaffle does a good job. I mean, we saw earlier in this game, Hunter McWaffle using that spin move to great effectiveness, not quite able to get down the field like he did on that instance, but a great job to sort of force a reaction by the defense and make them decide whether to play back or make an aggressive play on him.
Live from Lincoln, Nebraska, 34-7, Rattlesnakes lead. Blanco, nice little pass to the right side of the field to Arlovsky. Arlovsky picks up a 1st down, and that was a nice off-character throw. He kind of had his body at a weird angle, but he just slung it and found Arlovsky.
Yeah, and that is why Arlovsky has been so important to this game, so important to this game, so important to this team all season. Just the ability to get thrown to and pick up those yards.
Blanco in the shotgun. 2:03 to go in the 3rd quarter. He fires deep right side, and it's going to be deflected by the secondary. Looks like he was looking for Arlovsky again, but Sosa says no siree. It's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, and really having to respect Arlovsky's ability to pull down these balls by Blanco.
So 2nd and 10. And Blanco, starting to look a little bit more comfortable. This whole game he kind of has looked a little rattled, but I feel like he's really starting to set into his rhythm. It might be a little too late, but football's a great game. Anything can happen as he hands off McWaffle. McWaffle gains about 2. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, it's really going to be down to this 4th quarter that San Jose really are going to need to kind of shove it down the throats of Lincoln for lack of a less crass metaphor.
So here we go. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Big 3rd down here for the flight. Throws over the middle, and that'll be a gain of about 3 yards. They needed a little bit more of that. Let's see what the decision will be on 4th down.
Yeah, and if it was 4th down territory before, I mean, again, I feel like every drive that you have is 4 down territory, especially when you're this deep inside enemy territory, and it looks they're gonna punt it. This is not even in field goal range.
It almost feels like San Jose is just kind of laying down and dying here almost. It's almost like they're throwing up the white flag here, as this one will be punted deep, and there'll be a good punt. It will go down to about the 3-yard line, so a coffin corner kick, and if they can get a safety, they could stay alive in this game, certainly. A great punt there by Warren.
I mean, that's about the best outcome possible that you could hope for from a punt. So once again, I mean, the special teams unit for San Jose has definitely been one of their highlights. Just pure effort, pure coordination.
Alrighty, here we go. Slider under center. I formation. Lee has had an electric game today in the backfield, and it will go to Lee. Lee, left side, space. He does get tackled after a gain of about 6 and 160 yards on the day. And believe it or not, that's actually down from his performance last week of 175 yards. I mean, besides that one game against Lexington, Logan Lee has been pretty unstoppable this season.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns already, was the league's leading touchdown rusher this season, and or going into this game, and he's only going to pad that lead further.
Here we go, throw over the middle.
Ooh.
Nice play there by the secondary to get the ball knocked down. So it is a good play there by the secondary for San Jose, and it'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and that is so crucial for San Jose, that not only do they get that prevent that play, but they also do it without the clock running.
Here we go, a formation that's brought a lot of success today. Lee in the backfield. Slider's going to pass. Slider surveys, throws over middle. That's Fullerton on the catch, and that'll be a 1st down here, and that'll probably be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a tough game for San Jose all day. The secondary of Lincoln preventing them from passing, and they've just every time the ball has been near them, it's like the Lincoln secondary have magnets in their hands and a bit of iron in the ball.
Well, at the end of the 3rd quarter, the scoreboard reads Rattlesnakes 34, Flight 7, and a lot of talk has been about the San Jose defense, and it just hasn't been very good this season. They've given up the 2nd most points in the league, and there's a good chance they'll be 1st after this week, depending on how the other games go. But it's kind of just all culminated into this game where their defense has really gotten exposed.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really been kind of an inversion, where their defense struggles a bit, but San Jose is usually able to make up for it on offense, but just really have been struggling all day.
And that was a throw to Nicholas Frossil over the middle of the field. I mean, that was right in his breadbasket. Could not bring it down. That could have been a big play there for San Jose. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. 11 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Still the whole 4th quarter to play, but things are looking really good here for the Rattlesnakes. 2nd and 10, Slider under center, empty backfield. 3 receivers out right, 2 out left. And Slider looking to throw. Slider fires over the middle of the field. He finds his man. I believe that's Giffis. And it is Giffis, and that'll be a big play. 1st down to the 45-yard line. And yeah, Giffis feeling himself today. He's having a big game.
I mean, yeah, when you're performing this well, why not show off a little bit? I mean, just gets past the bump coverage and runs the corner out, and again, just able to put the ball in his hands. Just look at all that space between him and his mark there.
And both these teams came into this game 3-2. Every single team with 3 weeks left to play is still alive in the SFL playoff mix. And here we go, 1st down and 10. It's going to be a pass by Slider. He throws out to McCool. McCool is going to make a nice spin move. He gains about 3 yards. But both these teams came in the game 3-2. And for one team, Lincoln, if things continue the way they are, they're going to leave this with a huge confidence boost, feeling like they can beat anyone. But for San Jose, I mean, what a gut punch as they try to make a very competitive playoff field. It's going to be hard for them to keep their heads up after this one. It's going to have to be a really important week of practice for them to try to keep a positive attitude in that locker room. As here we go, it's 2nd down and 7. Slider under center. In the backfield, he has Lee. It will go to Lee. Lee has some space. Lee makes a spin move. Lee down the sideline. One man to beat. He breaks the tackle. He gets down to the 15. 1st down into the red zone. And Lincoln, they continue to run up the clock here. And 199 yards in the game for Lee, and he's feeling himself now.
Well, I've already compared Logan Lee to a bottle of moonshine, but you might be forgiven for thinking that he's Darren Sharper, because he has put Lincoln on his back all afternoon on offense. These fantastic burst yardage runs, these lightning bolt strikes that get them all the way downfield. And now he's incorporating agility into it, that ridiculous spin that we saw there.
Well, they gave him a carry. I think they just wanted him to get a yard so he could get 200. He didn't quite get that yard, but I have a feeling he'll probably get it before this one's over.
I mean, it's one of those things that like you as a an announcer, you eventually run out of combinations of verbs, nouns, and adjectives to describe how well Logan Lee has worked for his team here.
Here we go, slider. Throws into the back of the end zone, back corner throw. And
Oh,
another one, I believe that one there, going to see the number on that player. That was seatbelt. I mean, that was right to him. It could have been another interception, but he just could not bring it down. And, you know, if San Jose even caught half the passes that have been thrown straight to their secondary, we could be talking about a very different game here today.
yeah, I don't know what San Jose's stickum budget is, but I can tell you for sure it's definitely not enough. Just bonking, tapping off of hands and bonking people in the helmet.
Yeah, it's been. There's going to be some angry coaches of that secondary for San Jose after this one today. I can tell you that much.
It's gonna be an ugly, ugly film room session. Let me tell you.
Well, here we go. Shotgun for Slider. He's looking to run up the score at this point. Slider, all the time in the world, feels the pressure, fires into the end zone, touchdown, and that one is going to be the second touchdown of the day there to Caleb Walker, the bench player who has 2 touchdowns today and 3 catches, and what a great day for a guy who normally doesn't see the field a whole lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just goes to show how magnificent. I mean, this pass is a little bit wobbly out of the hand, but it doesn't even matter because the placement was just so fantastic and it just creates so much space between the receiver and the secondary. And that has been just so typical of what Lincoln have been able to do. You know, if you stop the run, okay, well, Logan Lee's gonna hit you up for 60 yards. Oh, well, you throw pressure up the middle, okay, it's going to create space for these routes to be run. It's just you can't win for losing with this dual level attack against Lincoln today if you're San Jose.
The score is now 41-7, and yeah, at this point, it might be time to start bringing out the backups and seeing what you got in the backups, but a dominant performance at home for Lincoln in this one. 8 p.m. Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. 8 p.m. Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit 8pmmusic.com. So, it's going to be a return to about the 25-yard line, I do believe. And yeah, this has been a incredible performance today by Lincoln. I want to know San Jose's an offense. Let's talk about Kenny Slider a little bit here. I mean, what a day for him. Coming off a game where, yes, they got the win, but he had 4 interceptions last week. And if he comes and plays the way he did today, I mean, a lot of teams in the SFL are going to be talking about his performance today.
Oh, well, we saw Logan Lee say in the chat, you know, that we're maybe focusing on Logan Lee's running too much. You know, talk about the passing game of Lincoln, and I think to a point that you know Logan Lee is correct. You know, it really has been as we mentioned at the start of this game. You know, such a multi-level attack by Lincoln. But man, Logan Lee has really had something of a coming out party, and Kenny Slider really showing what he can do when that pressure is taken off of him.
Yeah, 2 runs that go absolutely nowhere for McWaffle. It's going to be 3rd and 10, but yeah, just an impressive performance all around. You know, this is a game, Alden, that honestly, right from the get-go, never really felt that close. I mean, this was a playoff performance today by Lincoln. You know, they punched San Jose in the gut right at the beginning of the game, and then they just kept throwing punches, and San Jose just never got up and wiped the grass off their knees. As here we go, pass is going to be completed.
Ooh.
That one is going to go to Morrison. Nice over-the-head catch there, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that's the statistic that really I think kind of helps capture the story of this game. 3 interceptions thrown by Blanco today, and able to get off a really good pass here. I mean, look at this, just a bit of tall ball down the sideline. But it was that first interception that I really feel like we're going to look back on this game and see that first interception really kind of rattled Austin Blanco's confidence.
So Blanco under center, 7 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, and for now San Jose, they're just trying to get something positive at the end of this game to build on towards next week. Blanco throws left side. Arlovsky.
No.
Arlovsky dropped a wide open pass, and that's not common for him after the season he's had, but that just kind of goes to show it's been that kind of day for San Jose.
Yeah, I've had that exact occurrence happen when I was trying to catch a ball playing dodgeball. So I feel his pain. I truly do.
And, he is certainly not to blame. No one specifically is to blame. It's been a rough day all around for San Jose. The flight trying to get something positive going here at the end of this game. Blanco throws to McWaffle. McWaffle makes a nice spin move, and he gets absolutely drilled there. And that's Antoine Joe that makes the drill. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and Mick Waffle has really been, I think, one of the big highlights for San Jose. You know, showing his ability to run even when things are so tough, using his agility to create space for himself in these one-on-one situations as well.
So here we go. It's 3rd down and 6. Throwing to the left side of the field, and it will be complete. Is that a first down? No, it's 4th and 1 as he does find Arlovsky. And so it's going to be 4th and 1, and let's see if they go for it.
Yeah, and we've been talking about, you know, for basically since the middle of the third quarter that it's 4 down territory. I mean, I hopefully the message has come through here that yeah, and it now looks like they are going to go for it.
So here we go. It's going to be I formation. Let's see what they call. McWaffle in the backfield.
Might be
Blanco
working the
under
snap
center.
count.
Yeah, he might just be trying to catch him off sides. And actually, I think you're right. I think it's exactly what is happening here. So 5, 4, 3, and timeout is called, and that's exactly what they were doing.
Yeah, and certainly commend the effort to try, but again, you know, if you get that you know 5 yards and a free down, you still gotta try to get to march down the field. So I don't see much difference between working the snap count and trying to just go for it on fourth. Besides the negative that you now have one less timeout to pull off this miracle comeback.
So here we go. It's going to be a punt. 4th and 1, and they're going to punt. 5:57 to go in the game. And it's a nice punt. That one's going to go down to about the 10-yard line where it will be returned. And they'll be trucked down about the 10-yard line. It's going to be a wild offseason, and no day will showcase that better than the opening day of free agency. Join Cameron Irvin and rotating guests throughout the day to watch free agents come across the wire in real time with reactions, interviews, and updated team build information. The frenzy starts Monday, June 12th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on SFL YouTube. So Lincoln's going to take over. Slider in the empty backfield. I thought maybe they would just try to run the clock out here, but Kenny's saying, you know what, I'm feeling hot today, and I want to put a little bit more on this highlight reel today. So Slider in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw, and makes a nice completion over the middle of the field to Richardson, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, and really trying to put the nail in this coffin are Lincoln. I would be very surprised if they tried to go for 6, but then again, with the way that Logan Lee has been running, he may just bust off 80 yards while he's trying to get the clock running. Who knows?
So Kenny Slider over 300 yards today, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. The type of performance that come draft time, teams are going to look at and say, this guy has something that might be helpful to my team. Slider looking to throw again, throws to Lee. Lee's going to get a nice gain, and he gains about 5 yards with a nice move.
Yeah, a little bit of a stutter step there, making a tackle miss, getting it up to the 5 yard mark. And again, that's just been one of the things that Logan Lee has been able to do so well. You know, not only breaking tackles, avoiding tackles, but just using his agility when it's needed.
So Lee in the backfield, he needs 1 yard for 200. Let's see if they give him the carry here. Slider under center. Defense might be bringing pressure. No, it's a pass. Slider will throw to Lee. Lee is going to... That's close. I don't think he quite got the first down. It's 3rd and 1, and I think this is where you let him get that 1 yard for 200.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it's the 1 yard you need to get across the sticks. So kill two birds with one stone.
All right, 3rd down and 1 at the Lincoln 39-yard line. This game well in hand. It's been over for a little bit, but Logan Lee needs 1 yard, and they come out in their famous formation. Slider under center. 4:15 to go here. 41-7 Rattlesnakes. Slider takes a long time here at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to go to Lee. Lee, he gets close. He has his yard. 200 yards for Logan Lee, and he gets it in dramatic fashion as they pick up the first down.
Yeah, did not come easy. True old school trench warfare mentality to get there, but he is able to dive across the sticks and get that 1 yard. And really, it feels like a deserved accomplishment with how well Logan Lee has played all day. It really feels like a trophy to put up on the mantelpiece to remember this day.
Alrighty, so they're going to come out I form. Actually, no, they're going to come out with that blocking set once again. Here we go. Slider under center. 3:30 to go. Just kind of running the clock out here. They're using up all that play clock. And it's going to go to Lee again. Lee, actually, that's not Lee. That's the backup this time. It's a nice gain of about 5 yards on that one, as they actually brought in the backup tailback. That is Chris Foreman.
Yeah, absolutely. That is as you say, the backups, I believe now we're starting to see multiple backups come in. It's really a game where you're in control. No reason to risk your starting player's health, and it's a good opportunity to give your backup some reps.
Yeah, it's Michael Milton in at quarterback now for the Rattlesnakes. Let's see if they're just going to give it to Foreman and see what Foreman has here. Foreman does get the carry. Foreman left side. Foreman is going to get down to about the 3rd and 1 area, and I'll be honest, with the space he had there, if that was Logan Lee, that might have been a house call.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I mean, you took the words right out of my brain, partner. I was doesn't quite have the explosiveness of Logan Lee to put it a little more charitably.
Well, they're the 50-yard line. Still a good run nonetheless. Gets it down to 3rd and 1. Foreman showing he can be a useful fill-in running back here for this Lincoln team. So Milton under center. He has Foreman in the backfield. Still the starting receivers. I believe that's Mossum King at the bottom of your screen. And Milton, he's going to pass it to Foreman. Oh, Foreman loses a yard, and it's going to be the 2-minute warning here. And San Jose will get a farewell drive here to end the game.
Yeah, as you say, a farewell drive, but an opportunity to improve their point differential as well. If they're able to get 2 wins going towards the conclusion of this season, certainly they're going to want to improve their point differential as much as they can.
Here we go. It's going to be a punt for Lincoln, a rare punt. We haven't seen a whole lot of the Lincoln punt unit in this game today, but they're going to punt here at the 2-minute warning. That one is up and away, down to about the 15-yard line where it's fielded. A nice return up to about the 21-yard line where San Jose will take over.
And as we say, playing for pride, playing for points, playing for stats, all of that still a factor. And this is, as we kind of said or alluded to earlier, this is the high character moments that SFL scouts are looking at. How do you respond on the field and off the field to moments like this?
Well, here we go. It's going to be shotgun formation here for San Jose. Blanco's still in the game. Blanco fires over the middle, and he gets that one off, and that one's complete. And they're going to go with a hurry-up offense here. And this is a situation where I don't necessarily love the hurry-up because you don't want to risk an injury here in garbage time. But
That's
Blanco,
also true, yeah.
Blanco's going to get sacked in the backfield.
No timeout used here either, even after the sack. Wow.
They're going to go right back to the hurry-up here, and Blanco gets in the shotgun. Blanco looking to pass. Flushed out, and he just throws that one away. A good decision there. That'll stop the clock. It's 3rd and 14, and I guess they just want to give the ball back to Lincoln one last time.
Yeah. Real team players.
Oh, man, this was a Lincoln-Nebraska beatdown today, 41-7, and I'll tell you what, going into the playoffs now, it was a close game against Lexington. Really, Lexington felt like they had control of that game the whole time when Lexington and Lincoln played each other. But Lincoln, I think, is better than they played in that game. And they had a rough one last week to start out as here we go, Blanco looking to throw. It's incomplete over the middle of the field. It's going to be 4th and 14. But Lincoln, I feel like they're better than they played that game. They kind of came out rusty last week in the first half too, but rallied to win that game. And today, they've just been an absolute beatdown. And I'll tell you what, this is a team that, should they make the playoffs, which I really do think they will after this game today, I don't know if anyone wants to play Lincoln.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really been the thing, is like who's gonna be the answer to Lexington. I think a game like this has really shown Lincoln at their full potential, and so not only do I think that Lincoln could very possibly be the answer to Lexington. I think also the question over these next couple weeks could become who has a solution to Logan Lee, who has a solution to their passing game having 5 different reliable options at all different parts of the route tree. And as you say, I think really kind of a group coming out party for the Lincoln offense here.
They dominated in all three facets of this game: offense, defense, special teams. There was no part of Lincoln today that was not fantastic. So here we go. Should be just maybe a couple runs here that'll end the game to Foreman. Milton under center. 1:12 to go in the fourth quarter. It will be a handoff to Foreman. Foreman has some room, and Foreman will get tackled. And taking a timeout to San Jose, so they're going to be bitter in this defeat, I suppose, as they take a timeout.
You gotta respect the drive even after this game is over as a contest.
So 108 now, and a first down. I mean, the game is over. But a first down will.
It's been over for a full quarter, I dare say.
I wouldn't dare. I would just say it. So it has been. I mean, they're gonna go victory formation here. So they take a knee. San Jose will call their last time out because they're gonna be bitter in defeat here. But they're gonna take another knee, Will Lincoln, and I guess maybe punt it, and that should do it here in this one as San Jose's out of timeouts.
Listen, I like the mentality note by San Jose. It's a page out of the Super Bowl dynasty era Patriots. If you're gonna kneel it, you got to get it to the ground.
Alrighty, here we go. And another knee. And that'll let them run the clock down to about 25, 28 seconds, I believe. So fourth down, they'll probably punt it away. And then San Jose will get the ball one more time. So, I mean, I guess that does get San Jose the ball back once more. And maybe they just want to see if they can end this on a positive note today.
Yeah, absolutely. And who knows? Maybe we'll see some little Giants backyard football fumble rooski shenanigans, and it'll be explosive, exciting return TD here. Who knows?
So here we go. It's going to be a punt for Lincoln. A rare one today, but here at the end of this one with the backups in, they've had to punt a couple times. The punt is up, and it is away. Nice hang time on this one. And they're just going to let it fall to the ground. It's going to go down to about the 2-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Lincoln one last time just shoves it in the face there of San Jose with 18 seconds left.
Just a little bit of one-upsmanship. Okay, so your special teams have been on point all day. Let's show you what we can do while we're at it.
Man, just a slap in the face as they're about to leave the stadium here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Rattlesnakes.
My goodness.
Get one last one off. So here we go. Under center Blanco, 18 seconds to go, no timeouts. Let's see what they're even going to do here. Blanco throws left side, and that one will be caught, and that's going to be a first down. Nice play there. I believe that was Morrison.
Yeah, no timeout. So if they're going to go for a Hail Mary, try to get one last score here, they're going to have to go towards the sideline here with every route that they throw.
So 14 seconds to go, 1st and 10 from the 14. I like it from San Jose. They're not going down without a fight here. They're showing some grit here at the end of this one. Just trying to get anything positive. It's tough to end a game like this, but you want to at least try to get a little positive momentum here at the end. So here we go. It's going to be Blanco, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Trips out left. He throws right side. That'll be complete. And a spin move there. And that will be actually Morrison this time. And he goes out of bounds. 9 seconds left. 2nd and 3.
And it was a heck of a job playing some tall ball, jumping up in the air to grab that.
So 9 seconds remain. San Jose said, we paid for the whole clock. We're going to use all of it. Blanco in the shotgun. And here we go, the snap. Blanco fires deep over the middle. And it will be complete. That was Arlovsky.
Are they gonna spike it? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, they didn't make it, and that'll end the game. So, at the end of the game, the final scoreboard reads, the Lincoln Rattlesnakes, 41, the San Jose. The San Jose flight, only 7 points, and this is actually the most dominating win all season here for either team. And, you look at the stats, the rushing, very much so Lincoln, but the passing was closer than I honestly thought.
Yeah, well, and I think you can all boil it down to, in part, the fact that Lincoln just saw so much of the ball. I mean, every time San Jose were threatening to build up to get down the field, it looked like it ended up in a 3 and out or an interception. I mean, those 3 interceptions just absolutely killed their offensive momentum.
Yeah, it was a dominant performance, start to finish, all three phases of the game. Absolute domination here at home for Lincoln, and a very effective day for Lincoln all around as they will move to 4-2, and for San Jose they will drop to 3-3. 34-point blowout at home for Lincoln as they move forward to the playoffs. 200-yard rushing day for Logan Lee, who continues an incredibly impressive season.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be up to San Jose to recover from this and try to win out is going to be their mantra. That's going to be what's taped up on the cork board these last 2 games of the season.
Yeah, and as you watch some of these highlights here, Kenny Slider, 323 passing yards today and 3 touchdowns, no picks. And, as we get closer to the offseason, closer to draft time, Slider is someone that I think has to be moving up the draft boards. I mentioned it a lot today, but he kind of reminds me of like a point guard type quarterback. Is a very good distributor of the
Hmm.
ball, doesn't really
Yeah.
take a lot of chances. He's just smart with the football. As here's the player of the game, and who else but Logan Lee? I mean, 53 receiving yards, 201 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. It was the day of Logan Lee, and that is a well-deserved award.
I totally agree. It's such a big part of this Lincoln offense and such a big part of the big win here today.
All right, well, from Lincoln, Nebraska, that will wrap things up. Do you have any final comments here today?
I think Lincoln are the big threat to watch out for. So Lexington, I think that means you.
All right. Well, my name is PDJ Zeller. Alongside me, Alden Bleeker. It's been a pleasure. And this is the SFL Minor Leagues. Thank you for tuning in tonight, my friend. We will be back a little bit later on tonight with more matchups here in the SFL Minor Leagues. Take it easy, my friend.